How exactly does an air conditioner cool? Can be so understood. In front of a row of copper pipe, the temperature is very low, behind the fan blowing against the copper pipe, so out of the cold wind. So how do you cool the copper? This requires the combination of the compressor and the refrigerant. First, the air conditioner starts. The gas is free and enters the compressor, is squeezed by the turbine, and is finally expelled from the vortex in the middle. It was still gas, and the temperature was 80 degrees. Then into the outer machine of the copper pipe, circulation flow in the inside, and the blazing of the fan, now into a 50-degree liquid, and then it moves in the direction of the inner plane. At this time it's not curious, have been inside. There is such a high temperature. How to do? It's time for the expansion valve. Its structure is a very thin channel in the middle. When Freon passes through, the pressure drops suddenly, and the temperature drops sharply. You can go from 50 to 50, just as breathing is hot and blowing is cold. Air conditioning temperature regulation is to adjust the spool to move up and down, so as to control the Freon flow size, to reduce the temperature of Freon into a low temperature and low pressure gas-liquid mixture. The fan behind the copper tube cycle into the inner machine blows against it. Because the air around the fan also circulates as it rotates, the heat will be absorbed by the cold copper pipe, so the cold wind will come out. At the same time, the copper pipe will condense a lot of water droplets, and eventually fall to the drainage plate below. Through the drain pipe discharge to the outside, Freon evaporates into gas in the inner copper tube and is then transported to the compressor for compression. It just goes on and on. Finally can be simple, so understand it. Is the refrigerant compression, lower temperature, into the room. The inside of the hot air moved out.